Hey everyone, welcome to the Med-Legal Greenroom podcast. I am Sam Frentzas, co-founder of the Driving Force Company, and really happy to welcome Garrett Ewers here, CEO of Rejuv Medical and Rejuv Management Company. Garrett, welcome to the Med-Legal Greenroom.
Oh, thanks for having me. It's great to be here.
Oh, our pleasure here. And let's give a little background. So, you've been part of Rejuve Medical for almost 14 years, focusing much of your time on operations while also coaching and consulting other companies on growth and success, something near and dear to my heart. And Garrett, you're very passionate about trying to help people and businesses find their true way while trying to create plans to reach their goals. I think that's pretty cool. That's the world I've come from. So I think that's where the synergy comes. So look, let's talk and get some info out there. And what made you be a part of Rejuve Medical? Let's start there.
Excellent. Yeah, I actually came upon Rejuv Medical by accident. I was in the process of opening up my own company called Will to Win Athletics, all based around teaching athletics, but also incorporating what it takes to become a leader and really combining those aspects to encourage kids to be the best that they can be and how important it is to great. If you want to be a great athlete, you have to also become a great scholar. You have to be able to donate time. You have to become that leader, not just for your team, but for yourself as well. And while I was in the process of doing that, I got an interview to go and move to Chicago and actually help um, explore what Rejuve Medical is, as well as medical fitness, by bringing fitness into other medical clinics as a lead generator, but also to complete an overall picture of what healthcare really is. It's not just about going to see the doctor, but it's also about nutrition, functional mobility, and all of those things. And I really liked their model of how they were trying to get people away from taking medications and away from going in for surgery. So I'm like, okay, this is really cool. Well, it ended up not being available in Chicago anymore. The position went away. But what they did is they said, "Hey, we want to keep you here." So I stayed in St. Cloud, Minnesota, and joined the company out of a pure accident of coincidences as I was trying to maybe move to Chicago at the same time. So happy I did it. It's definitely been a journey.
Yeah, they kept you for 14 years, so a lot of good came out of it.
Sure.
I'm based here, headquartered out of Chicago, so a little bit of a food difference between Chicago and Minnesota. I will say that.
Yes.
I've been out to Minnesota several times, so I think we do got you on food. So, all through your vast experience and successes, what have you learned about running your own business? And one thing just because I know doctors, and I love them to death, are phenomenal at what they do, but on the business side, they don't really teach this in medical school. So, this is where I'm going to try to pull a gold nugget out. It's something that these providers and doctors can really maybe implement. So, what piece of advice through your journey about running your own business can you share?
I think the biggest part I've learned about running your own business, and now I'm not the owner, but I am the CEO, so I take the responsibility for the success of the company in different aspects. And what I've learned is you really have to embrace the whole thought process of eaters eat last or leaders eat last. Um, whether you're going through great times or you're going through struggling times, your responsibility as a business owner is to your employees and the business model as a whole. Whatever you get out of it, that comes at the end. So if it's a successful company, great. You're going to be able to have the financial rewards as well as the all the other rewards that come with that by saying, "Yep, I have a financially strong company. I've got employees that love their jobs and all of those types of things." But you also have to be ready for those times when business is not going well. You're not able to pay the bills. And you have to make those sacrifices to make sure that your employees are taken care of and your business is taken care of. And you have to take the back seat at times. And that's not just thinking of it financially, but also looking at success. If the company's doing well, don't worry about you saying, "Hey, I did it." Your team did it. And you have to be able to reward them and make sure that if you are doing a news article or anything like that, you don't toot your own horn, you toot the horn of the team, and you have to make sure that they feel like they are truly part of the business and not just employed by the business.
Yeah, it's like kind of the football team as the CEO. You're the
Hmm.
quarterback. You're going to get the praise and you're going to get the blame,
Hmm.
one way or the other. But I like the fact that you're talking about you bring up the team because again, as a doctor running a practice, and we'll stay in that realm.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, you get the credit, you get the blame. But if you don't, bring your team with you and give them the credit, because again, right down to
Hmm.
the by the hourly person at the front desk that has the first line of defense speaking to your patients, everybody has to come along for the ride. I think that's really important. So
Absolutely.
couldn't agree with you more on that. So then what is unique about your time with Rejuv Medical? So you've been there long enough. There's got to be something unique about your time there.
So yeah, and sometimes people hate me bringing this up, but I think it's very important to share because it really illustrates the story. And you kind of hit on it when they're like, "Hey, they must like you. You've been there for 14 years." Well, in those 14 years, I've been fired 4 different times.
So
So, um, and it's not because I was doing something wrong. It was just that the leadership at that point was reacting to different opinions, different thought processes, and everything. And no matter what happened, whether I was fired or asked to take a lesser position or leave, those types of things, I was always able to go, yeah, I know you guys aren't making the right decision right now, and I see why you think that you have to make this. So sure, I'll take the lesser position. And every time that happened, within 6 months, I was back at the same or a higher position. Um, and I had a lot of friends and family that have asked, why are you still there? And the reason I'm here is because there is something special that we've been doing, both on how we help patients, but also how we help other clinics succeed. We've taught our whole program to over 115 other locations, mostly in the United States, but I've worked with clinics in China, Guam, Spain, South Africa, and many other places as well. But the big thing that comes back to it is when I have to talk to friends and family and they're going, why are you still there? Why'd you take a lesser position? It's because of the results that we are able to help with. I remember one time sitting at a bar with some of my friends from college and high school, and they were offering for me to work at one of the companies that they work at, and they all work at Fortune 500 companies and Fortune 100 companies, stuff like that. And they said, why do you even stay there? And I told them a couple of things like, hey, I had a patient the other week that she'd had 3 miscarriages, and then she started working with us, going down a program, and she just had a healthy set of twins. Another one that was going in for eye surgery, and she was going to lose her eyesight. And then she spent time with us for about 3 to 6 months, and then she went in for her pre-surgery consult, and the surgeon said, whatever you did, keep doing it because you don't need the surgery anymore. So the way that we were able to impact lives, and then even on the business side, when I'm working with other doctors that have a struggling clinic and they're on the brink of closing, and we're able to come through and fix their clinic and their thought process and actually get them on the path to success, it is very rewarding in that aspect. And I've been given a lot in my life through help through my parents, help through coaches, teachers, and all of that. So it was instilled with me long ago that my success was only because of the others that were able to help me. And that's what I see my role in what I do here is this is my way to give back. So when I talk about the leaders eat last, I always took that as, yes, I can be a leader in this company. I'm going to have to take the back seat from time to time. And I'm okay with that because the mission is going to be much larger than just me as an individual.
wow, and I rarely see egos that's, others first because I see it, but I don't see it too often, especially with people are that valued, that successful. There's a few that I can name on my hand that we work with that are in the nine-figure realm, and you'd meet them and you wouldn't know it.
Mhm.
I kind of put you in that position. You never once did you pat yourself on the back. It was always about others. So I love coming from a place of giving. This is why we have this podcast to bring thought leaders, people that can give insights, little nuggets of information, inspiration, for others. So that I really appreciate. So everyone out there, look, if you want more, please click the link below. Visit regenerativeprocedures.com. Garrett's a pretty smart guy. You want to have a chance to talk to him. He's not going to sugarcoat anything. Everything will be pretty much a punch in the face. Sometimes that's what you need instead of sugarcoating. So Garrett, thank you for taking the time out. I know you have a very busy schedule and sharing some of this information for us, our followers, our listeners. Very much appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Pleasure to be here.